Hello guys. Okay, this is a new video about all my configuration setup and applications that I use in order to have a nice and smooth performance with great visuals using DLSS in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Okay, first of all, you need a program called DLSS Tweaks. So DLSS Tweaks comes with this nvngx.dll. Okay, once you copy all these files into that folder of the Flight Simulator 2024, you rename that file, and you have to use this name. Let me see. It's called dxgi.dll. Okay, so you rename this file, this one, nvngx, and you rename that to this one, dxgi. Okay, once you have that, you right click on DLSS Tweaks, config, and you open DLSS Tweaks. Okay, here you have, at first, you have DLSS quality levels, okay? But first, let me tell you something that you need to do. You have two options here. You have enable NVIDIA signature override here. You can click on there to enable these tweaks, okay? If you don't, or if you forget to do this, you have this tool here. You have to go down, all the way down, and you have enabled NVIDIA signature override true. Okay, once you do this, you have to understand this. The quality levels use a number. In this case, performance is 0.5. Okay, meaning the half resolution, your native resolution in this case, will be multiplied by 0.5, meaning that you'll use half the resolution. I mean, your graphic card will be rendering half resolution from the native resolution. What does it mean? That the half you need to fill that full resolution will be made by AI. The NVIDIA graphic card, the 4090, for example, will be able to make this half resolution image into a full resolution image, okay, using DLSS. So once we understand this, what it means when you select performance, balance, quality, it means that the resolution you're using is half that number. Okay, so the most important thing here is to use preset F, everything in preset F. Okay, everything. I don't care if you're using performance, just put F. So performance in F, that's what we are aiming. Why performance? Okay, preset F, it's used with performance and DLAA. DLAA means 100% resolution. So it's the same method as balance and as performance. So you'll get the advantage of the NVIDIA preset that comes with an algorithm to make the AI results much better, much sharper. That's what this is making. That's the magic, okay? So this is the first part. DLSS tweaks, that's it. You save, close, forget it. How to know if DLSS tweaks is working? Okay, you'll find out that once you launch the MSFS 2024, you need to look for DLSS Tweaks.log, okay? Once you see this file, you can double click and you'll see the date and time, okay? That's the last time I launched Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this means it's working. If you take a look here, you'll see warning, okay? Don't worry, this is just telling you that the DLSS version is newer than 3.1.11. So don't worry. Okay, DLSS Tweaks, it's over. That's it. Okay, next thing. In order to have the best DLSS file, you have two options. You can download them and use like file management in Windows. You have this file. For instance, this is 3.7. I have them stored in my local drive. And the latest right now is 3.8.1. You have the MV and GX DLSS, okay? And if you mouse over, you'll see the version, okay? 3.8.10, okay? You can copy this into the same folder I show you with DLSS Tweaks, the one where your executable is. You copy that here, copy, replace. I can't do that because I'm using the Flight Simulator right now, so that's not possible, okay? Or you have the chance to use DLSS Swapper, another program. DLSS Swapper, you have, in this case, the 2020 and 2024. Here to the library, and you go to, let's see, 3.6, let's say. No, 3.1.3. Okay, download. Okay, that's it. So we go back to the games, and now 3.1.3, it's available. Okay, you click there and you swap. But you won't do this because we want the latest version. So you have to do that with 3.8.1. Okay, swap, that's it. The only thing that this program is doing, the same that I tried to do before, like copying the file here, okay? That's simple. 3.8.1, that's it. All this with the Flight Simulator program closed, okay? It's not open yet. Next thing you want to do, Autofps. Finally is here for 2024. The guy behind this is Reset XPDR. It's a developer, and he's coming with a test version right now, but it's working. Okay, we want to see once we have the MSFS running, that we have MSFS 2024 in green, SimConnect green, and session will be red because we're still not there. How does it work? You might know how this works, but don't worry. I'm going to tell you how it works. You have to set a target FPS, meaning, for instance, the amount of frames you want to achieve. Being a realistic person, I mean, if you can't reach 45, don't put 45 because you won't reach those 45s. So I'm testing with the DLSS Tweaks and with my configuration, the MSFS settings and resolution and everything, and I'm reaching 45 with my Quest 3. With the Pimax Crystal Light, I'm getting 40, so I will need to put 40 if I'm using the Pimax Crystal. Okay, so what it means, this program means that the method we're going to use is FPS sensitivity, okay? Meaning that The most important thing here is the 45 frame per second I'm using in this in this input. Okay, so here what it means: terrain level of detail will be 50 at ground level, okay, and it will keep being 50 until I go over 1,000 feet, 1,000 feet, okay, and we will try to reach 250 of terrain level of detail maximum, meaning that the ascent rate will be 2000 fpm. Once we get into 250, that's it. So the most important thing is to make the program lighter once you're on the ground, with a lower terrain level of detail. But once you're up, we're going to reach a greater number. Okay. I'm sorry if my English not that fluid, but I live in Argentina. My first language is Spanish, so I speak English. I write. I have some knowledge and some experience with English, but I'm trying to do my best. I'm sorry if I'm having some difficulties here, so you will understand. The most important thing is that you will be able to make this work. Okay, so then you have the objects level of detail that works exactly the same, but with the opposite in numbers. Okay, the more you're down, the greater is the number. So 150 for the base when you're down on the ground, and when you're going up beyond 2,000 feet, we will lower that number to 20. Okay, that's simple. And then level of detail top will be 10,000 feet. That's it. That's all you need to know. You put this here if you want, and then let's go into the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm gonna try a free flight. I'm using the Daher TVM, and we go into departure from, let's say, I don't know, this one. This is in New Zealand. Okay, let's see the time. Let's go down here. That's it. Then start flying. Okay, I'm gonna show you first. Once we load this, let's first lower the volume. The sound here is terrible, so let me go down. Sound, let's go here, 5, something like that. There you go. Okay, save and back. Let's go back to settings. So my suggestion here is to have all the PC global rendering quality into low settings here. You can go down and you go low, everything low. Okay, don't worry about object level and detail on terrain level of detail, because it will be managed by Autofps, which now is in session green, meaning that it's working. Okay, and here you have all the information: the FPS, the terrain level of detail we have right now is 50, and object level of detail is 150. Okay, we're going to VR. That's what it matters. First of all, you will be turning off dynamic settings. This is like an auto FPS by Asobo, but I don't think it's getting good results. So we're going to turn this off in order to have auto FPS working better. Global rendering quality, okay? Terrain level of detail, you forget this, the terrain level of detail. Off-screen terrain pre-caching, ultra, displacement mapping, off. buildings high, trees low, plants low, rocks low, grass low, object level of detail managed by Autofps. Then you have volumetric clouds, ultra, texture resolution, ultra, anisotropic filtering, 16 times, texture super sampling, 6x6, can be 4x4, you can try, water waves low, ray trace shadows off. You can't turn this off like this. You can't change shadow maps beyond 2000 and something and 48. So I have a solution here. You have to go to the config file and turn this off. The config file is near the community folder, but I will talk about this later, okay? Or maybe in another video. I have these videos in Spanish. In case you want to use subtitles, you can do it. Terrain shadows, I'm gonna turn them off. Contact shadows, low. Windshield effects, medium. Ambient occlusion, off. Cube map reflections, 64. Ray march reflection, low. Light shaft, off. Glass cubic refresh rate, low. Characters quality, low. Okay, most of this low. Then traffic airport quality, medium. And road traffic, ultra. This is not having a good a serious impact, so that's why I'm using ultra. Sea traffic off and fauna off. If you want to watch or see animals, you have to go to the zoo or Africa. This simulator is for flying, not for animal kingdom stuff. Okay. So that's it. That's the most important thing. Then I'm gonna show you the NVIDIA control panel settings. I'm just going to show you this, and I'm not going to talk about all this because it will be too long. Okay, take a look. You can pause the video. And then in program settings, you can add Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's here in Steam. Is Steam apps, common, limitless, Flight Simulator. Okay, once you have that, you will be doing this. Most important thing is anisotropic filtering 16 times. And take a look. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090. Prefer maximum performance is the most important thing here. Clamp is important, okay? High quality and virtual reality render frames 3. You can try 2 and 1. 3 is perfect for the 7800X3D processor. That's it. Okay. Then, if you're using Pimax Crystal Light, you have to go to device settings and use, like I told you, 40 here in the Autofps and use 120 Hz as refresh rate. Okay, then turn off smart smoothing, lock to half frame rate. Maybe try this. Since we're not getting 60 frames per second, this is useless right now. If we try with 72 Hz, might be possible to have 36 frames, so you can lock that here. Okay, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but the most important thing here is to use those two methods. First, 120 Hz without lock to half frame rate, or it doesn't matter. I don't think that we'll be doing anything if we don't reach those 60 frames per second. So that's it. And then, well, performance in the fixed foveated rendering, Pimax intra priority rendering, okay, and high quality in render quality. Then general, we are going to use Pimax OpenXR, not the SteamVR runtime, and that's it. If you're using Quest 3, okay, let me show you. Quest 3 streaming. I'm using godlike mode. In this case, this will be our resolution if we don't override resolution in OpenXR toolkit. I'm going to show you that in a couple of minutes, okay? But right now, the native resolution is godlike, which is 3000 and something, okay, for this. And then if you choose ultra, it's less, and then less and less. You can try, if you don't have a 4090, you can try ultra, high, whatever. You can turn on, always enable here the synchronous space warp, okay? This is a method to feel those the refresh rate. If you're having half refresh rate frames, the rest of the frames, the 50% missing, will be filled with this method, this algorithm, okay? Then you can use the bitrate. You can go up and down, but don't be crazy, okay? Just be take it easy here, okay? Don't go too high, don't go too low. Try, and you have to try. Then that's all you need to know here in virtual desktop. I'm using virtual desktop because I think it's the only way to use Flight Simulator right now. I don't like the link cable. I have it. I have the original link cable. Never have any good results with that. And AirLink, honestly, it's not good. Okay, that's it. Let's close this. And let's go back to the Flight Simulator. I'm going to show you OpenXR toolkit. Okay, let's resume. And now we're going to virtual reality. Control tab, and we're here. Okay. Right now, I have to check the resolution I'm using. It's 5059. That's a lot. So I need to lower the number, okay, to, let's say, the resolution I'm using with the Pimax crystal. It's 4790. That's it. Let's go back. Okay. And let's go back to virtual reality. Okay. That's it. Now I have 35 frames per second. That could be nice to use 72 in the refresh rate setting, okay? But take a look at this. It's looking really, really nice. Look at that. The good thing about preset F is the dip that brings to your eyes. It looks really sharp, okay? So let's go back to OpenXR toolkit, because that's what I want to tell you. You can try this, but CAS is the best to me. Then you can try turbo mode, but turn that off if you're using Pimax Crystal Light, for sure. If you don't do that, you will see screen artifacts like triangles and flashing white lights and something like that. Let's go down, and then here, this resolution, override resolution, means that the godlike resolutions is no longer the native resolution. So what it means to use performance, we're going to use half that number to render that number, 50% of 4790. Okay, and the AI will bring back to our eyes this resolution, and the results are pretty good because the performance is nice. Let's try this. Okay, let's see if it works. Let me go here. I'm doing a complete unprofessional flight here. Okay, this landing zone and this takeoff is horrible. Let's turn this. Okay. Well, you won't be able to really feel how it looks because this is a 2D video of a 3D virtual reality video, so we can't really show you how it looks. But believe me, this thing is looking really good. Really good. If you follow all this advice I'm giving you, you'll see that the 2024 is starting to feel better, and you will be able to forget about settings and resolutions and everything else. Let me show you this here. I'm gonna crash. If I am missing something, please let me know, but this for sure is the best way to get the best settings, the best visuals, and the best performance. I honestly use the Pimax Crystal Light, so this method works much better with that because we're using the display port and PCVR is different than Wi-Fi like I'm using here with virtual desktop. That's it. All the things change over time, so it's a constant evolution, a constant method we need to find and to write down and to follow. So if you find this useful, please subscribe, and I will try to make more videos in English because I know there are more people than in Spanish that use VR, and I already know that most of the VR guys don't really use a lot of information about settings and real approach about DLSS and what it means and whatever. I'm trying to make you understand how it works, what you can do, and this is not the only solution, but once you understand how this works, you will be able to try different approach. Okay? Thank you so much and see you again. Bye-bye.